So for my objective, I will be talking about measuring physical activity, the indirect and direct measures. So for direct, these tests are known to be more as the gold standards, the more reliable tests. They just carry more validity with them overall. And then when it comes to the indirect tests, these are the field tests. These are more common tests that are easier to be done, but these are not as valid or reliable as direct tests. A lot of these carry assumptions in order to create an estimate of the results, and then a lot of it's done through observation as well, since they are field tests. So, some examples of the direct and indirect tests would include for direct measures, there's three. There's the calorimetry test, the expired gas analysis, and the doubly labeled water. The calorimetry test counts heat release through the metabolic process, and then for the expired gas analysis, it is just measures the oxygen consumption, and then the doubly labeled water that measures the presence of isotopes in expired gases. And then for the indirect measures, it's more common things like pedometers, accelerometer, and then self-report questionnaires. Those are more common things that you can find on a phone, on your app. So those are the examples of the indirect and direct measures. When it comes to advantages and disadvantages for each of them, advantages for the direct one is that it's more reliable, but and disadvantage is that they are more expensive and less accessible. And then for the indirect measures, an advantage is that they are more accessible and they are cheaper. But then for the disadvantages, they are less reliable, and it just basically depends on the person taking the exam and their assumptions on the results.